Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video where today I will be finishing up my 2020 to 2021 NFL predictions with the playoffs. This is actually my second time recording this. The first time I had a few issues, but let's hope that this one actually goes smoothly and comes out fine. Before I get started, we have finally reached my subscriber goal of 10 subscribers, passing it and going up to 13, which I'm happy about, and it is definitely great. I've surpassed my initial goal, so now I have set a new goal for the channel, which is getting myself to 20 subscribers from this point on. I actually reached 10 subscribers before the last video. I forgot to bring it up. I brought it up in the description. Now I'm actually bringing it up in this video. Speaking of subscribers, 85% of you that watch my channel are not actually subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy the content and you want to see more, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell to make it easier for you to watch my content. That said, let's get into the video. Let's look at the seeding before we start the actual predictions. First seed in the AFC is the Chiefs, 2 through 4 is the Ravens, Bills, and Colts, and then 5 through 7 is the Steelers, Patriots, and Titans. In the NFC, 1 seed is the 49ers, 2 through 4 is the Eagles, Saints, and Vikings, 5 through 7 is the Seahawks, Cardinals, and Buccaneers. Not the best records. I predicted pretty even records for a lot of the teams. So let's see how these predictions go. AFC, let's start out Steelers versus Colts, 5 versus 4 seed. This game could go pretty much either way, but honestly, their defenses are both very good, especially I think the Steelers is slightly better than the Colts defense is. The Colts defense could be better this year, but we'll have to find out. Phillip Rivers should fit into the Colts system pretty well, but I think the Steelers, with getting Big Ben back, still have the advantage in that department, and will get the win here in the wild card round. Patriots Bills, this game is really up to how people fit into the offenses. Both defenses are really good. I think the Patriots defense probably took a little step down from last year, losing a few people. And the Patriots offense is Cam Newton now, but really no other weapons to speak of on the team. The Bills, really dependent on how Josh Allen plays. A really good defense, hasn't really changed much. I expect the pass rush to actually be better this year from what it was last year, and they have a lot of weapons on offense. You got Dawson Knox coming into his second year at tight end. Got Stephon Diggs joining the team to join Cole Beasley and John Brown in the receiver corps, and you got Devin Singletary and now rookie Zach Moss at running back. The O-line isn't the best, but you know, it's good enough, and it's really all up to how Josh Allen plays, and I think he'll be able to play well enough to get the Bills the win here against the Patriots. Next is Titans-Ravens. The Titans were able to beat the Ravens in last year's, I think it was a divisional round game, and it was shocking to everyone, especially someone like me, who I thought the Ravens were going to possibly go to the Super Bowl. So this year, I really don't see the Ravens letting that happen again. I don't see the Titans being as big and bad as they were last year, suddenly springing up at the very end of the season, because they're a bit more predictable now that you actually seemingly know who all the starters are going to be. I think Ravens won't let it happen again. They'll come out on top this time. Next game, Seahawks Vikings. This game I don't really know what to do with. I could really go either way. The Vikings look pretty good. Dropped Stephon Diggs off the team to my Buffalo Bills, and drafted a receiver who I actually don't remember the name of. I'm not very good at that kind of thing. So leave the receiver they drafted, or leave his name down in the description below, please. That would be very helpful. And then there's the Seahawks, who really the only weakness to their team, like their defense isn't terrible, it's somewhat good. Their only really weakness is their offensive line, and I think that their explosive offense kind of helps cover that, so I think the Seahawks will get the win here. Next one is Cardinals-Saints. A lot of people probably don't have the Cardinals making the playoffs. I do, and I have them going up against the Saints in the wild card round. So, as nice as it would have been for Cardinals fans for them to progress further, I don't really see the Cardinals beating the Saints here. I think it could be a pretty fun game to watch, but the Saints definitely coming out on top. Buccaneers, Eagles, this one could really go either way. If everyone's healthy on the Eagles, I could probably see them winning this. Buccaneers have a few issues on their defense and a mediocre running back room, but their offense is just so explosive, and the Eagles tend to have injury issues, and I don't expect those to stop. So I've got the Buccaneers winning here. So the Steelers, Bills, and Ravens will move on in the AFC, and the Seahawks, Saints, and Buccaneers move on in the NFC as we move on to the divisional round. In the divisional round, we got Bills, Ravens, and Steelers, Chiefs in the AFC. In the NFC, we have Seahawks, Saints, and Buccaneers, 49ers. Starting off with Bills, Ravens. This game I could really see going either way. Most people probably give the Ravens the advantage here. Looking at how they did last year, Ravens largely stayed the same at starting positions. Bills added Stephon Diggs. Should have a better pass rush this year, and last year's game that they played against each other was actually insanely close, and I thought the Bills were going to come out on top there for a little bit. So with a revamped Bills team, I actually think, to many people's surprise most likely, that the Bills will move on to the conference championship game against whoever wins in this game. Steelers, Chiefs. This game could be a pretty high-scoring game, pretty exciting game. Big Ben playing in the playoffs, hopefully anyway, for the Steelers, against the Super Bowl champion Chiefs, reigning Super Bowl champs coming off their bye week. Really good all-around team, and I think that'll pay off against the Steelers defense. A pretty good Steelers defense, but I don't think they'll quite be able to hold down the Chiefs. So the next game is Seahawks Saints. This one again I could really see going either way. Both of them have pretty explosive offenses, but I think the Saints might just barely edge out the Seahawks. I could really see this going either way, but I think Marshawn Lattimore playing for the Saints, their defense could play well enough against the Seahawks, and their pass rush might actually be able to get past, cause some issues with that Seahawks offensive line. So I think the Saints come out on top here over the Seahawks. Next game, Buccaneers, 49ers. Buccaneers, lots of people think they're going to do extremely good this year. People are chanting, oh, they got Brady, they got Gronk, they're going to the Super Bowl. But I mean, come on. Everyone knows how the first year goes with Bruce Arians every time. And honestly, they're going to take some time to mesh into the system. I could see them doing pretty well this year, but I don't see them beating the 49ers coming off the bye week in the divisional round. So the 49ers move on here. So we got 3-seed Bills versus 1-seed Chiefs in the AFC, and in the NFC we have similarly the 3-seed Saints taking on the 1-seed 49ers. Possible repeat of this past year's Super Bowl. Let's see how that works out. Bills, Chiefs in the AFC. This game, I want to say could really go either way, and it really could if Josh Allen is up to the task. And in the conference championship game against the reigning Super Bowl champions, now might be where Josh Allen panics a little bit. You saw him panic in that Houston game. I don't think he's going to panic in playoffs too much, but I mean, there's a lot of pressure to take down the reigning Super Bowl champions. I think that pressure's going to get to him, and I honestly think the Chiefs might edge out the Bills as a better team, more all-around team. So Chiefs get the win here to move on to their second straight Super Bowl appearance. In the NFC, it's Saints 49ers. This is another game that I could really see going either way. The 49ers defense is really good, especially their pass rush. Saints defense is a little more focused on the secondary, but their defensive line is actually pretty good as well. I think they have a slightly more explosive offense, so I think the Saints upset the 49ers here to go on to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. For once, the Saints actually did not get screwed over in the playoffs, which is amazing in my opinion. They could very well get screwed over in the playoffs in real life. Who knows if there even will be a playoffs in real life. I really, really hope there will be, but we'll have to find out about that. Chiefs-Saints, final game. It's the Super Bowl. Both teams are super pumped. This game could really go either way. See, this is a high-scoring game, maybe like 35 or 37 to like 42 or something like that. Really high-scoring game. I could really see it going either way, but I feel like the Chiefs' defense could do pretty well against the Saints' offense, and I think it's really a pretty evenly matched game. But I think staying on the hype that they have from last year, Chiefs will, for the second year in a row, be your NFL champions and your Super Bowl winners. So let me know who you guys have as your Super Bowl team, Super Bowl winning team in the comments below and let me know what teams you had making the playoffs in general. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Maybe consider subscribing, but as always, it is up to you. And before I leave, I just want to say maybe a little bit about what my plans are for the future on the channel now that my predictions are done. I plan to bring gaming content onto the channel, not just Madden to keep going with the sports theme, but also things like Call of Duty. Maybe I'll bring in Apex Legends, but to be honest, I'm pretty trash at that, but I don't know, maybe you guys want to see me fail at that. Maybe that'll be fun for you guys. Let me know down in the comments below. And I'm not done with predictions or the NFL on the channel for this year. Every year I will have my predictions before the year starts. But what I'm thinking about doing is, like, halfway through the season, week 8, week 9, predict how I think the rest of the season will go and react to how it's gone compared to how I thought it would go. And then do the same thing for the playoffs. Once the playoff teams are set, predict the playoffs. And also, if any big news comes around in the NFL, any big contract signings or trades or games or anything like that, I'll react to that as well and post something about that, what I think about it. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next week, or actually, I might see you guys this weekend, where I will be doing some might be making some Call of Duty Zombies content with my friends at my birthday party, which is actually a few months late because of all this coronavirus stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some zombies content. I plan on uploading that to the channel, so maybe you guys will stick around for that coming up this weekend. Gonna have some gaming content. Maybe something will come up in the NFL and I'll react to that as well coming up this week on Monday and Thursday. But I'll see you guys next time. Have fun and goodbye.